I've helped hundreds, if not thousands, of people write books. And I tell them two or three things that I've learned that make a difference. One is when you sit down to write your book, don't edit, just write. So what I'm saying, when you are writing, I got my keyboard in front of me. If I was typing, I would just keep typing. And even if my mind said, oh, you got that wrong, or that's boring, or you made a mistake, or you left out a date, or I can't remember what he said, I would say, I'll add it later. It's called brain dumping. Get the first draft done. Write to one person. The other thing that people, and it gums them up, is they think they're going to be writing to 1 million people. And even if you thought 100 people are going to read it, or 5,000 or 500,000, it closes you down creatively, because now you're trying to please a crowd that doesn't even exist. The other cool thing is when you write to one person, when they read it, and believe me, this has happened to me numerous times, people will walk up and say, I read your book and I felt like you wrote it only to me. It's because I wrote it to one person. And when one person read it, they felt like I wrote to them. I do love writing books. I can do it in typing, I can do it in longhand, and I think at last count I have 80 books to my name. So a couple of the books are actually not written. And I'm saying this first to be very transparent. I am an author. These are books. They are published books. My name's on the title. Take, for example, the book called The Fifth Phrase. It is the third book in my Ho'oponopono trilogy. But The Fifth Phrase is actually an interview with me that was transcribed. So in other words, I didn't actually have to sit down and write the book. I more or less spoke the book. After the book was recorded, we transcribed it. We kind of fooled around with the layout and so forth, so it's going to look like a book. There's no clue that it was actually a spoken book. It looks like a book, feels like a book, reads like a book, but I spoke the book. If you're not comfortable writing, you don't have to write. You can speak it. Many books have been spoken, then transcribed, edited, and turned into a book.